A man in dark sunglasses stands over a steak. He slices it with theatrical precision. Then he lifts his hand, bends his wrist, and lets salt fall from his fingertips, down his forearm, and onto the meat. That was it. No new recipe, no new technology, just a man, a knife, a steak, and one strange hand movement. Yet in 2017, that 35-second clip turned Nusret Gökçe into Salt Bae, one of the most recognizable food figures. People copied him, celebrities visited him, restaurants became his stages. So why did such a simple gesture become so powerful? Let's get into it right here on Secrets of Simple Things. The butcher, before the meme. Before Salt Bae became a luxury symbol, Nusret Gökçe was a boy from a working-class family in Turkey. His father worked in a mine. His mother took care of the home. There were 5 brothers, and money was tight. By 12, Nusret had left school and gone to work. He became an apprentice in a butcher shop in Istanbul. That detail matters. Before the sunglasses, gold steak, and celebrity photos, there were years of difficult work. Early mornings, heavy carcasses, cold rooms, sharp knives, and repetition. Nusret was learning timing, pressure, rhythm, confidence, and how to serve meat in front of people. The salt sprinkle did not come from nowhere. It was built from years of direct contact with customers. But skill alone does not make someone viral. Millions of people are good at their craft. What made Salt Bae different was how he turned skill into theater. When cooking became performance. In 2010, Nusret opened his first steakhouse in Istanbul. He called it Nusr-Et, a play on his name and the Turkish word for meat. At first, it was not a global brand. It was a steakhouse built around good cuts of meat. But what made it stand out was not only the food, it was the way the food arrived. Nusret did not stay hidden in the kitchen. He came to the table, greeted guests himself, sliced meat in front of them, and turned normal service into a performance. That mattered because steakhouses already carry ceremony. A steak rarely feels casual. It often arrives with a heavy plate, a sharp knife, and the expectation of something special. When Nusret cut meat tableside, the guest was not just receiving dinner, they were watching something made for them. He was not only cooking, he was creating a moment. When Nusret cut meat tableside, the guest was not just receiving dinner, they were watching something made for them. He was not only cooking, he was turning service into theater. Then, in 2017, that restaurant theater escaped the restaurant. The 35 seconds that changed everything. In January 2017, Nusret posted a 35-second Instagram video called Ottoman Steak. In the clip, he sliced a steak with sharp movements. Then came the gesture. The bent wrist, the raised hand, the salt falling down his forearm and landing on the meat. Within days, the video spread across the internet. It reached millions of views, gathered thousands of reactions, and traveled far beyond people who cared about steak. Bruno Mars even posted about it, pushing the clip deeper into mainstream culture. But the video worked because it was perfectly shaped for the internet. It was short. It needed no translation. One watch was enough. More importantly, it had a clear signature image: sunglasses, steak, wrist, and salt, falling like a tiny waterfall of confidence. It was serious but funny, stylish but ridiculous, luxurious but easy to parody. That strange mix made it memorable. Why the internet loved the salt sprinkle. The salt sprinkle went viral because it sat in a strange, emotional middle ground. Nusret moved like a man performing something important, even though he was only seasoning a steak. It looked luxurious: sunglasses, clean shirt, serious face, expensive meat, careful slicing. But the gesture itself was so unusual that it became impossible to take completely seriously. That is exactly what made it powerful online. It was visual, physical, and repeatable. You did not need to understand English, cooking, or luxury dining. You only needed the wrist, the elbow, and the attitude. Soon, to Salt Bae, something meant to add flair, drama, style, and a little extra. A good meme is not just something people watch, it is something people can borrow. And Salt Bae's sprinkle was easy to borrow, but a viral gesture is only the beginning. The real question is what happens when a meme becomes a business model. How a gesture became a luxury brand. Once the internet gave Nusret a new identity, he leaned into it completely. Nusr-Et became the place where the meme lived in real life. The restaurants expanded across cities like Dubai, New York, Miami, London, and beyond. Each location carried the same promise: come for the steak, but leave with the moment. That was the real product. A tableside gesture became something people could film, post, and show as proof that they had been there. Celebrities, athletes, influencers, and royalty helped feed that machine. Every famous guest made the place feel more exclusive. Every shared clip made the experience more desirable. The gold-covered steak became the clearest symbol of this era. It was not just food anymore. It was spectacle on a plate, designed to be seen, filmed, and judged. Salt Bae understood something many brands chase but rarely capture. Attention can turn a person into a symbol. But when attention becomes the product itself starts facing a dangerous test. The problem with selling hype. The problem with selling a moment is that people eventually ask what sits underneath. When a restaurant becomes famous because of a meme, customers are no longer only asking, "Is the steak good?" They are asking, "Is this worth the price? Is this really special? Or am I paying for a performance that looked better on my phone?" That is where hype becomes dangerous. Salt Bae clearly had skill. His knife work, table presence, and recognizable image were real. But viral fame can raise expectations to a level almost no meal can satisfy. Once people arrive expecting not just dinner, but a legendary experience, the food has to compete with the myth. Over time, Nusret faced criticism for high prices, uneven reviews, and dishes some customers felt did not match the attention around them. The gold-covered steak became the perfect symbol. Visually, it was unforgettable. As food, edible gold does not add much flavor or texture. So the question became sharper. Was this luxury, or was it luxury-shaped content? That does not mean the brand was fake. It means the internet can make a product famous faster than the product can prove itself. Attention can bring people through the door, but it cannot protect a restaurant forever from questions about taste, price, service, and trust. When the meme turns back, the same internet that made Salt Bae larger than life also made his mistakes larger than life. As his fame grew, every strange moment became easier to notice. A photo, a complaint, a lawsuit, or a short clip no longer stayed in one city or one restaurant. There were controversies over political encounters, questions about hygiene around the bare-handed salt sprinkle, and lawsuits from former employees that shifted attention from the table show to the way the business was being run. Then came the World Cup moment in 2022. After Argentina's victory, Salt Bae appeared on the field, touched the trophy, kissed it, and tried to make it another salt sprinkle performance. For many football fans, this felt different. The World Cup trophy was not a steak, a plate, or a restaurant prop. It carried history, emotion, and rules about who should handle it. That moment showed the danger of becoming too attached to your own signature. The gesture that once made him charming could also make him look out of place when used at the wrong time. The internet does not only amplify success, it amplifies mistakes. The same camera that made Salt Bae famous also made every awkward moment harder to escape. So was Salt Bae a chef, a businessman, a meme, or a warning sign? What Salt Bae really shows us. Salt Bae is not an easy story to place into one box. He was not simply a chef, a businessman, or a meme created by accident. He was all of those things at once. That is what makes the story useful. Salt Bae shows us that attention can become a real asset. A small gesture, repeated by millions of people, can sometimes do more than a traditional advertising campaign. One movement of the hand can become a logo. One short video can become a global invitation. But the story also shows the limit of viral fame. Skill still matters, but skill needs packaging before the internet notices it. Packaging can attract attention, but attention is not the same as trust. A viral moment can fill a restaurant, but it cannot answer questions about quality, price, service, or reputation forever. Maybe he is not a hero or villain, but a symbol of an age where food is filmed, luxury is posted, and attention lands on the same plate as dinner. The last grain of salt. Salt Bae did not become famous because he invented steak. He became famous because he turned a familiar action into a symbol. A cut of meat became a stage, a pinch of salt became a signature, and a 35-second clip became a global business card. That is why his story still matters. It shows how the internet can take one small moment, repeat it millions of times, and transform it into identity, money, controversy, and myth. Sometimes fame begins with talent. Sometimes it begins with timing. And sometimes it begins with one strange movement of the hand, followed by a few falling grains of salt. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Secrets of Simple Things. Tell us in the comments what ordinary food, object, habit, or internet moment you want us to explore next. Because sometimes the simplest things hide the strangest stories.